Well, it's been a hot minute since I've given you a habit update. I think the last one I posted was April. Oh, I can't believe it's been that long. But I thought it was time. I definitely wanted to keep up with this series. Forgive me for skipping yet another few months. And a lot has happened, and I can't wait to share it with you. So first, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Chris O'Neill from Sew the Distance. Thank you for joining me. I do video tutorials. Also, I do a series called Lessons from an Old Quilt and some other stuff like this, and have some fun just chatting with everybody too. All right, so let's dig in. And if you haven't seen this video before, or a video like this from this series, I give myself a score on how well I did with each component of my habit. And I have 5 habits that I'm working on this year. The first habit is keeping my cutting table clear. I had a very bad habit of piling stuff on it. Even from other rooms, it just became this dumping ground, and I've really been working at keeping it clear, and I'm doing pretty good. Now, we are doing some remodeling in my sewing room, which I'll talk about in a minute. So there have been things being piled on it just because we needed the floor space to move around ladders and all that wonderful stuff. But overall, I did great. I also purchased this sign. So I'm gotten rid of the one sign. Now I have this sign. I still haven't reclaimed my thread rack, which is fine because it's working really well for this purpose. And this sign is such a wonderful reminder to keep it clear. I'm going to give myself a 4 out of 5 on this, and I'm just going to keep on improving. The second habit is finishing projects. As I stated in the beginning, I had trouble finishing and following through with projects because I make so many for tutorials, and I'll make samples for tutorials, and then they end up sitting and not getting finished. I have done great. In fact, I'm giving myself a 5 out of 5 on this. Everything that I'm starting, I'm finishing. I can't believe how well I'm doing at this, just having this rule and this habit in my life. To date, I have finished 26 projects. Can you believe it? 26. And since my last habit video, I've made table runners, placemats. I also finished my pandemic quilt. I can't believe I finally got to that. I worked on quilting the knockoff and the designer quilts that I did last year. They're completely quilted and finished and bound. I also did a camping quilt. I did a sunflower tote bag that's so cute. And I just keep going. I mean, I bug quilt that I finished, I sent to the Sew Yeah program because they're doing a charity drive now for quilts. I did micro scrubs. I did all kinds of stuff this period since April. I just keep making things and I keep finishing them. I am so proud of myself for this. This is a real big turnaround from last year. And that brings us to habit number 3, which is a healthy quilting or sewing environment in my sewing room. I've talked about the air quality. I still have the air purifier in here. It's working beautifully. I have far less dust. I'm not sneezing. I'm not congested as much as I used to be. Daisy obviously is saying hi. Let me see what's going on there. Be right back. Okay, I think she's good now. All right, back to the healthy work environment in my space. I also have been drinking my water. My overall health is improving, I think, in that respect. And we started just a few weeks ago remodeling my sewing room. So I'm even gonna have a beautiful, beautiful place to work as well. I already have a great room, nice size, all of that wonderful stuff, but I do want to have some shelving and do a paint job and really add some flair to this space that I have. We started cutting the holes for recessed lighting. We hit a little bit of a snag, but we are recovering. It's gonna be fine. And hopefully by the end of next week, I'll have lighting in here, and then we can start on everything else with the shelving, the walls, and all that great stuff. So I am gonna give myself, let's see, on environment, I'm definitely gonna say a 4 out of 5. There's room for improvement, but I'm doing really well with that. Habit number 4, oh my goodness, so much has happened since I last spoke to you about this. I took a class on free motion quilting. Oh, habit number 4, by the way. Free motion quilting. I took a class. I loved it. I learned so much. I've been doing it. I am practicing. I'm getting better and better each day. I am not nearly as afraid of it as I once was. I love it. In fact, it's so relaxing to me and so wonderful, just like you all said it would be. And I just love it. I bought some new quilting gloves and all of that wonderful stuff. So I'm giving myself a 4 out of 5 because I don't practice as much as I should, but I am absolutely doing so much better with it. And then habit number 5. Okay, so this is getting involved and doing things in the community with quilting. Absolutely doing this too. I am so happy with all of these reports. I think my score is going even higher. Might have to add another habit because I really do feel like I'm conquering these habits throughout this year. I've gone to classes, I'm taking classes, I'm taking a wonky log cabin class next month. Or this month actually, because it's August, right? I am participating in the Conquer Your Scrap Summit, so I'm teaching a class in that. That's registration actually opens today for that. I'll put the link below and it'll be everywhere on my social media and all that stuff too. If you want to join, that's a great opportunity to use up some of those scraps and take some classes from a whole bunch of people. So things are just coming together. I don't know, let me know in the comments if there's any other habits you think I should work on. Probably something, it would be around my business because I'm struggling to get a consistency of videos out. Maybe that's what I need to work on, something like that. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you take some time to sew. I hope you're working on your habits this year too, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.